We're not wearing red today. You know why? Because the War Raiders are back and they just changed their name from the Viking Raiders back to the War Raiders. That's why. A lot of things happened on Raw today. Seeds were planted. I was right. And we're enough for the pitter patter. We're going to get at her. On Raw. Today's show. Jimmy Uso shows up on Raw. Told you so. There's a tag team tourney going on for the tag team titles. That's where the War Raiders come in. Cody and Gunther have a nice chat. Non-violent. Bronson Reed and Seth want to kill each other. Women's tag team titles. Braun Breaker smashes Kofi. And some other stuff happened. But today, first, we're going to start off with saying hi to Doug and going right on in to Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Tiffany Stratton. How are you, Doug?
We shall. I'm good, buddy. By the time you guys hear this, it's actually my birthday.
Happy
My
birthday.
my 33rd birthday today.
Oh, aren't you a young buck?
Today was also Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I've been busy with family stuff throughout the weekend, and yeah, just this 2 week stretch that I get towards the end of October is always really busy.
Yeah.
Between Thanksgiving, my birthday, my wife's birthday, and Halloween, being a father of three.
Yeah, October's a fun
Uh,
time for you.
October is always a crazy time for me, but I love it. It's my favorite time of the year outside of Christmas.
Yeah, Thanksgiving for me is, well, this year's a little more somber. Uh, you know, for obvious reasons. But it's been all right. Nothing too crazy. Reflecting. Not much of a Thanksgiving person, anyways. To me, it's just kind of like meh. It's Thanksgiving. Christmas is more fun and exciting. It's more joyous. Although I'm sure that'll be a crapshoot this year. Um. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, let's get to Raw. Uh, Rhea Ripley came out on Raw to start the show today, and
Yep.
she called out Liv and Raquel, but didn't get who she wanted. She got Tiffy time.
He died.
Bustin' blonde came on out. And basically told Rhea that so won't worry about Nia Jackson. Stay away from Nia Jackson. Just worry about what you got to worry about.
So here's what I found hilarious at the end of this segment because Liv and Raquel came out to beat them both up.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that Rhea hit the back of her head on Tiffany's shoe, or at
Plus,
least she sold it, or at least she sold it like she did.
yeah.
And Tiffany was wearing so much makeup that it was left on the canvas.
Yeah. She wears a lot of babies. See, they do call her that like Barbie kind of thing, right? So
Yeah, no, it was like she, yeah, she was definitely wearing a lot because like that was the first thing I noticed after she rolled away. It was like there was like three little pink spots on the canvas.
well, you can blame the makeup artist for that if you want to. But yeah, I mean, doesn't take away from anything else from her. Which led though to a match, a very match that you would not think Rhea Ripley did not want to have Tiffany Stratton as a partner because she wanted Raquel and Liv badly, and Bad Pierce like, well, you need to find a partner, and Ripley was not happy about it until Tiffany Stratton spoke up to Pierce and had kind of like, is this how you run things on Raw? It would never happen under all this. And that's when he kind of put the idea of putting Tiffany Stratton versus Rhea Ripley together. Rhea was not happy in the slightest. Light versus dark, light and dark. The odd couple of WWE for one night only.
Yeah.
One's glamour, the other one's goth, and dark, and metal. Yep. One you can take
It
home
is,
to
yeah.
mom, one you can take home to mom, and one you can send back in a taxi cab.
What?
So, but yeah,
Wow.
so that moving into the match though versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. For the most part, Tiffany was in this match a lot. Like she took a lot of punishment in this match from Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Like, Rhea basically got the hot tag at one point. I mean, it started off with Liv beating Liv getting the crap kicked out of her by Rhea. And then when Raquel came in, right? Rhea wanted Raquel, throw back to the old NXT days. And then Tiffy just goes, my turn. Gets in and
Yeah.
much to Rhea's chagrin. And that's when Tiffy basically got dominated for most of the match.
Yeah. But what happened with the finish, man? Because
But
I
the
was busy
finish,
taking care of something.
but the finish was interesting though. Rhea comes in, obviously cleans house, right? You know, about to then she gets thrown on the outside, where Tiffany Stratton comes back in, becomes the legal on person. Okay, Rhea goes outside, starts fighting Raquel, about to rip tie Raquel until Nia Jax hits her. But in the process of that, right, Liv was already down and out. Tiffany Stratton tried to go for a move for one of the most prettiest moonsaults, and like you said, left her makeup on the ground again, along with other things probably.
Well, so
And
basically
Nia come,
Nia caused it.
yeah,
Nia caused a DQ, and then Tiffany's probably pissed because she had Liv beat.
yeah, right. Nia ends up slightly taking out Rhea. Nia goes in the ring, right? Tries to make sure Tiffy's okay. Rhea comes in, attacks Nia, right? She gets thrown out of the ring eventually, right? Then Nia goes after Liv, takes out Liv, and gives her the Annihilator, and forces Tiffy, as we said, to cash in on Liv. But before she could even do that, because she forgot her briefcase on the outside, Dom Dom came in to save Liv Morgan. And Tiffy's like, it's not Dom Dom time, it's Tiffy time.
So I actually I was thinking about this as I'm watching the show. I'm like, this is like the bi-yearly side quest. These Saudi shows are always like side quests from the main story.
Yeah,
Um, we usually do the King and Queen of the Ring or whatever, and then we do Crown Jewel, right?
yeah.
So this is the second leg of our side quest, and we're going to see, uh, we're going to see uh, the kind of interpromotional stuff come
Yeah.
down, and I really, I really think just the way that things are going right now, I could see Tiffany cashing in on Nia at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, I get that impression as well. I really get that impression right now because I don't think she's going to cash in on Liv. It would make no sense for her to cash in on Liv.
No,
So I could see her.
because whether
I
we
could
like
see
it or
her.
not,
Yeah,
whether we like it or not, Liv's story is going to end with Raquel or Rhea beating her for the title.
I can see Raquel taking the title off of one of them too. Yeah, it'll be Rhea or it'll be Liv. One or the other.
I think this was a good way, like bringing Raquel in as Liv's heavy is a good way to reintroduce Raquel, who we've talked before. She's been in and out with this skin condition she has.
Yeah, and
Um,
she's pretty talented. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Raquel Rodriguez, but she is pretty talented for the most part.
oh yeah,
No, like I'm not
I,
the
li-
biggest
I
fan.
like I like
I just
Raquel
don't get it.
Rodriguez.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
like, I can see it going the other way. I do kind of see though too Stratton almost like faking to cash in on Liv and then turning right on the on Nia. I can see that,
yep.
right? But we'll see what happens at Crown
Oh, it's
Jewel.
gonna be it's going to be one of those, like, I could see it be like you want to do it really well. Just kind of have both of them in the middle of Tiffany with the briefcase,
Yeah.
and Tiffany looking like she's going to smack Liv, and just turn around, smacks Nia.
Oh yeah. Upside the head.
Because she's gonna get a pop either way because
Yeah.
both of them are heels.
Yeah.
But I think that the whole purpose of Nia being a bully here
Yeah.
towards Tiffany
Is to get her
is
to be a face.
yeah, exactly. Um, but speaking of other women I enjoy watching, Damage Control.
Yeah.
They took on Bianca and Jade
Yep.
for the tag, and there was they went they went hard in this one, but
They did.
we seen a
Um,
pop up insane elbow, but
I'm not surprised with the outcome.
the amazing strength that Bianca Belair possesses to take a like a inverted vertical suplex or delayed vertical suplex, and Io trying to counter it and then catching Io into the KOD
Yeah.
for the win. I thought that was brilliantly done.
Hmm.
And like, I mean, we saw it a few weeks ago, uh, but Io and Bianca they could feud over the women's title, and I wouldn't think twice about it. I
I can
love
see it
watching these.
happening eventually again once this stuff with Cargill and Belair are done. You see it happening again.
I wonder how long the shelf life is on it. I mean, they're still insanely popular, so I don't see it coming anytime soon.
Rumble's only a few months away,
Yeah,
so
but I wouldn't like drag this out to WrestleMania.
no. But
I would.
I can see something along those lines though. Speaking of tag teams, we might as well talk about tag teams about the tag subjects of tag teams. Tag team title tournament was announced for Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Winner gets the number one contender slot. This week we had Otis and Kizawa versus the Viking Raiders. No, 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 not the Viking Raiders. The return of the War Raiders with the original music and vests and looking a lot better than they did under the crazy whack job.
So that's what the kind of like the weird alphabet,
Yeah,
those promos that have been airing the last few weeks.
yeah,
That's gonna be that was teasing them returning as the War Raiders,
yeah.
and no Valhalla. Interesting, right?
Uh, no, but didn't she just have another baby? Wasn't he just off because she had another baby?
Oh, she may be pregnant again. That's very hot. That's very possible.
Yeah, which is fine, you know.
But
I didn't see the point of Valhalla anyway. I just didn't never saw the point of it. Like she
so
was fine backing up like Ivar when he was doing the singles run, which was a lot of fun.
yeah,
But I don't think
like
she
I
needs to be
like I
there.
was saying to you off the top, right? Like before we started recording, like it's really nice to see Raymond Rowe or Eric. It's really nice to see him healthy
Yeah,
because this dude has had unfortunate injury after unfortunate injury, going all the way back to Ring of Honor. Back in Ring of Honor, he had a very serious motorcycle crash,
yeah,
uh, which took him out for like 8 or 9 months. But like he eventually comes back. They make it to WWE. He gets the main roster, tears a tricep or something,
yeah,
then he's out. And then he like blows his knee out. And like pretty much since the pandemic, like the Viking Raiders, War Raiders, whatever you want to call them, like they haven't been able to sustain anything because one or the other just keep getting hurt.
yeah,
And the problem is the last injury, Rowe was pretty much ready to come back
yeah,
when Ivar got hurt.
yeah,
Ivar got hurt back in like July,
yeah,
and he was ready to come back then, and then Ivar goes out. Like
Well, hopefully they
But
have a string
I'm
of luck
glad to
this
see
time.
both of them help. I'm glad to see both of them healthy. I want to see them make a run. And it's another shot in the arm for the tag division. I know on the SmackDown side, you have the Motor City Machine Guns coming next week.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Uh,
confirmed at this point. Yeah,
well, it was confirmed because if you catch the vignette that they showed on Friday,
yeah,
it flashed it for a frame
yeah, yeah,
that it was the Motor City Machine Guns. Awesome.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how those guys do in WWE. They've had a storied career at TNA for years. As I said on SmackDown, Alex Shelley, kind of in WWE a couple of years ago, more or less NXT for like a cup of coffee.
Yeah, so he only did it to do the Dusty Classic with Kushida
Yeah,
because they were the time splitters over in Japan.
yeah.
But yeah, no, Motor City Machine Guns. I've explained before on the show. I was a TNA diehard for the early years,
Yeah, because I remember
watching.
Chris. I remember Chris Sabin before he joined before he joined with Shelley, before the Morrissey Machine Guns. He was an X Division champion, and he battled along with AJ Styles. Yeah, 4 time.
Yeah, Chris Sabin was a four-time X Division champion.
Yeah, because he used to battle Styles, Daniels,
Kazarian,
Kazarian, all of them regularly for that X Division title.
even Jeff Hardy at times.
Yeah.
Like,
So I mean, he's had a long
yeah.
career too. So
No, I'm happy they're coming, and it's a good shot in the arm for SmackDown's tag team division.
yeah, I mean
Uh,
SmackDown's tag team division I find is more healthier than Raw's.
I actually disagree because you've had the same two teams on top for a while now, which is, Street Profits and DIY. So bringing the machine guns in,
We have the bloodline too, so
yeah, that's fine. You have the Gorillas of Destiny there,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm saying just like it's a huge shot in the arm uh, for SmackDown.
Speaking of tag team, the title tournaments that I just did say about the War Raiders coming back next week, there'll be Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, a New Day, versus
The Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain. And you also have Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, who did a lovely promo on Dragon Lee tonight,
Yep.
versus the Creed brothers. Now, I'm not going to worry about that stuff there with the Creed brothers and LWO. You think here, considering who's going to be at ringside, you think this might be where, and consider the tensions they showed, because they mentioned today with tensions today, because Xavier was not come out for the match against Braun Breaker. So until the end.
Well, let's get into that in a minute,
Yeah.
but uh, well, we'll segue into it here. But I was, I did read something today
Okay.
that all this tension
Yeah.
is leading to something on the 10-year anniversary of the new day of the new day. Like they're gonna keep this slow burn until like they'll probably have like E come out or something,
Yeah.
and Woods is gonna turn right in front of E just for that added gut punch.
When is that 10-year anniversary again?
The end of November, early December.
Oh, wait that long?
Yep. I hope they pull the trigger sooner, but that's what I've heard.
Ugh. Well, skip those plans, everybody. Poking out some little spoilers there for ourselves, but nope. Wrong. Anyway, after that match where Kofi got destroyed by Braun Breaker, Jey Uso comes out. But that's not the fun part. When Jey Uso is going back to his locker room, guess who's in his locker room?
Big
Brother
brother Jim.
Jimmy. Brother
Yeah.
Jimmy. Not little Jimmy, Brother Jimmy.
Yep.
And he
Big
just
Jim.
wanted to have a talk.
Yeah, Big Jim, as Roman coined him on Friday.
Yeah.
Big Jim.
Big Jim.
So yeah, Jimmy basically trying to chase Jay around the arena,
Yeah.
except he wants to talk to him.
Yeah.
They end up meeting face to face a bit later on,
Yeah.
and
Jay
Jay
wants no part of it.
shut him down. he shut him down. Just basically told him, "Get out of my face, dude."
I mean, Roman did say on SmackDown, "No yeet."
It's gonna take Jimmy and Roman eventually coming over to Raw,
So I think Roman apologized to Jey Uso just to get him
and
back
it's
on the
and
team.
it's also gonna take the help of Sammy. I bet you Jimmy gets Sammy first,
Why the wise man too?
but like that's the thing. Now we're building the Survivor Series.
Yeah,
Now we're building the War Games.
yeah, yeah. I don't see.
Like the,
I don't see the bloodline or that stuff doing anything at Crown Jewel. So
maybe a tag title defense.
maybe, if anything,
I I could honestly like I could see I could see the Bloodline defending against like Motor City Machine Guns or something.
I see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
gonna build they're gonna build the Machine Guns up for a title run really quickly.
yeah, it'll
I
kind
would
of breathe some
imagine.
life there in that division too. I guess.
I just hope Def Rebel doesn't fuck this music up
Apparently, Def Rebel's contract with the WWE will be up very, very soon.
at the end of the year,
Yeah.
apparently,
So
or
this might be
close
the
to
last
it.
few they do. So uh, let's get to another talking conversation. Which one do you want to go? Do you want to go Bronson and Seth, or do you want to go Cody and Gunther?
Let's go Bronson and Seth because this is a bit quicker to break down.
Yeah. So Bronson
Uh,
Reed sits down with
but
Adam Pierce on Saturday.
for the weekend,
Yeah.
yeah,
He has a chat about his performance and the way he acts. Bronson's going to play nice, real nice.
yeah. Well, Bronson Reed said, "Give me the match with Seth. I promise I'll behave."
Yep.
And Pierce is supposed to take him on his word now.
Yep.
Pierce approaches Seth, but he's uh,
Fine. That wound
kind
up.
of weary to give Seth the match
Yeah.
because he's Seth has only had 6 matches this year. He's worried that Seth is going to get injured again,
Yep.
but Seth assures him he's good to go and he wants this match.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get a fight. That'll probably be a crown jewel.
I can see that being a crowd jewel for
Yeah, I
sure.
can see that big crown jewel for sure. I don't see it being on Raw. See it being on Crown Jewel. A match there. It'll be
Yeah,
a good match. And like in my humble opinion, Bronson Reed should win this match.
I think Bronson Reed wins the feud. I don't think he wins the match. It's Seth's first match back since he got hurt again in July.
I will all compromise you on this one. If he wins the feud, then I'm okay with it. If he doesn't win the feud,
Yeah,
then I'll not be okay with it.
that's fine. No, I think Seth will squeak out a win on Bronson Reed, and Bronson is going to ask for a rematch. Boom, even it up at 1-1, and then you have to blow off.
Probably blow off. Blow off will probably be a Survivor Series then.
Yeah, I could see that
Yeah.
because this is when you can gear Seth up for the Royal Rumble.
Just to throw this one in there. R-Truth had a match with The Miz. R-Truth won by a roll up. He won. He tried to escape. Final Testament threw him back in. The Miz, if I'm correct, I think I went to the wash at this point. I don't think the Miz did anything.
Miz hit him with the skull crushing finale, and then just kind of stared back and forth with Karrion Cross. But I noticed like Miz always changes up his gear, but I noticed this one in particular had like all of his previous logos on,
Fair enough. All right.
just small attention to detail stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the main part here. Let's get to Jimmy. Sorry, not Jimmy. Cody.
Cody and Gunther.
Now, being in St. Louis, Cody made mention to it. He kind of played the politician thing. Thank you, Cody was kind of born there. Or sorry, We Want Cody was born there.
Yeah,
Oh, that was St. Louis.
yeah. So I mean, here's the funny thing. You would have never guessed that this was taped last week.
Did really?
Yep, it was taped after the show last week because they're in the middle of a European tour.
Oh,
They're touring the UK right now.
yeah, because
Cody
they
had a
were
cage match.
yeah, because
Cody
they
had a
were
cage match for
They were in St.
Solo.
Louis. Yeah, they were in St. Louis last week for the CW on NXT.
Yeah,
Oh,
but yeah, so Cody had a cage match against Solo for the title last night in Liverpool,
oh,
and
nice.
they've been running Gunther versus Chad Gable for the heavyweight title.
That's pretty cool.
Um, yeah, that's kind of what I've seen over the weekend.
So Cody and Gunther's chit chat.
Yeah,
Gunther has probably been the most positive towards Cody with very little negativity.
except for that one thing.
Yeah. I like the part though too where Cody says, "You've never been in the ring with me, so you have nothing really to say."
Well, I think it was more of like so both of them shared mutual admiration for each other,
Yeah,
but Gunther Gunther points out like, hey, like Cody's surrounded by friends who aren't really his friends.
yeah.
And Cody said basically Gunther's weakness is if someone keeps getting up from everything he's doing, uh,
He gets afraid.
he gets scared and he breaks.
Yeah,
And he brought up the fact that Sammy beat him at WrestleMania.
yeah. Although
And then that's when he warned him that he ain't been in there with Cody Rhodes. So
although I mean, I grant he is the Raw champion there, and he is kind of wants to pump his title up higher. He did call Cody's title a secondary championship, though. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. You shouldn't be saying that. And Cody had to remind him who
well,
he
and
beat.
Cody was quick to remind him who he did before it.
Yeah,
And he was quick to remind him we had a Brock Lesnar reference.
yeah. Now, he never mentioned the name, but we all knew who he was getting at because he mentioned a beast.
Yeah,
So, you know, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm looking forward to this match, at Crown Jewel between those two guys. I mean, I I don't know who I don't know who's gonna win this match because it's kind of to me it's kind of like 50-50 on it. Like I don't know who would win this match. It's one of those things where like I could
when
see
it comes,
Kevin Owens causing a loss for Cody, but I can also see Gunther beating Cody clean.
I think like if this ends up a clean match, Cody beats him
Fair enough.
because then that also gives Gunther another person to get a victory over
Yeah,
down the line. Because keep
yeah.
in mind, he's avenged every single one of his losses. Uh, yeah, I think he even beat Braun Breaker, right?
Yeah,
No, he hasn't beat Braun Breaker yet.
no,
So, but that gives him another one,
yeah.
right?
So I mean,
So, good.
although the Braun Breaker will probably eventually go for that title anyway, whether or not he's the champion or not, time will tell. So the way it's going right now, he might not hold that. He might not hold that title till might hold it till the Rumble. And that's the end of it.
Just a quick side note on Braun Breaker. He's my very stupid early pick for Money in the Bank next year.
Money in the Bank, I can see for sure. Yeah, I can see Money in the Bank.
He ain't got a hope in hell winning the Rumble. And
No,
I don't want to crown him at WrestleMania, not this year.
no, no.
You can crown him at WrestleMania, but do that, a year or two from now.
But considering the fact that what might happen at WrestleMania this year, it's probably going to look like it's going to be Punk, Rollins, title on the line. Whoever the champion is, we'll find out. And the word is now I said on SmackDown that the whole Rock thing has now got cahoots. It's not happening. But the Raw is reportedly saying, don't listen to everything you hear. So,
Yeah, he said he'll be there in 2025.
so wait,
So we're probably not seeing The Rock now until the Royal Rumble. I would not be surprised if The Rock is in the Rumble.
might still well depends on what they want to do with the bloodline stuff. But right now, the bloodline has enough people. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, no, because again, you can have Roman keep trying to fight this new bloodline,
yeah,
and then come the Royal Rumble. That's when you have The Rock reveal himself as the one that was behind it all.
yeah, it's probably gonna happen.
And then there you go. That sets up that match
Mhm.
at WrestleMania.
Well, unless they do that with Cody too, because the word is gonna be it might be a triple threat. Uh, that's basically Raw though. Quick side notes though too, just not really Raw based. Adam Cole came back
Yeah, Wrestle Dream was last night.
on Saturday.
Or not last night, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Adam Cole came back. He looks good.
Good.
Looks like the ankle is healthy. I don't know how healthy, but it looks like he's better placed than he was 6 months ago.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh, I think also we saw the last full-time match from Brian Danielson.
Fox won.
Mox won. Yuta finally joined him
Yep. Uh,
with another plastic bag over his head angle.
yeah, and they really said they beat the tar out of him too. To pretty
Yeah,
much send him away permanently. So
yeah.
um
This was the Warrior's death that Moxley warned him about last week.
yeah. Um Takeshita won though. It's nice.
Yeah, Takeshita
They finally
with
crowned him.
again a turn by Kyle Fletcher though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher turned on Will Ospreay, which led to Takeshita winning the international title, which actually had ramifications for next weekend
Yeah.
because Maple Leaf Pro out of Windsor advertised next week's main event to be Josh Alexander versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah.
But now that Takeshita has the title,
Yeah.
it's now for the AEW international title.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So think of this really weird spider web that could happen if you really want to be funny.
Oh, you can have Josh Alexander win and show up on AEW.
Josh Alexander wins. TNA right now has a relationship with WWE.
Yeah. But TNA also has a relationship with AEW.
Did
Did.
they? They haven't worked together in a few years.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years. Actually,
Yeah,
ever since the Good Brothers left. Kind of been
pretty much. Yeah,
uh other than that though, I mean No Stream was a pretty good show from what I understand. We didn't get Bobby Lashley, but it looks like we're gonna get Swerve versus Shelton Benjamin.
on Dynamite this week, right?
That probably this time, yeah. Uh
Don't
oh
worry, you're gonna have. So now they're pushing. Now they're building to Full Gear, right? Which is
yeah,
a month away.
yeah, Full Gear. So uh
Uh,
I'm sure
Lashley will be there at Full Gear.
yeah, I'm
I
sure
I think he debuts before that
yeah,
to build the match, but I think the match for
Full Gear will
Full Gear is
probably
going to be
be
Swerve and Lashley.
yeah. Uh I'm sure they're gonna do also Osprey versus Kyle Fletcher. Or
Osprey,
returning
Kyle Fletcher. You could do that. You could do that on Dynamite, and then
yeah,
just build to Osprey and Kaneska, or sorry,
Takeshita.
Takeshita too. I combined his first and last name on that one.
Yeah, I always get his name messed up too. It's all right.
Konosuke Takeshita. Did you hear that Shinsuke Nakamura is going back to Pro Wrestling Noah?
No.
So he will be there January 1st.
Oh, nice.
And also in more Japanese wrestling news, uh, Hiroshi Tanahashi announced he will retire at 2026's Wrestle Kingdom.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's also doing the John Cena retirement tour. Uh,
We're gonna do it.
yeah, uh, one of Japanese wrestling's greatest superstars in
Oh yeah.
Hiroshi Tanahashi. Uh, Finally hanging it up after 25 years. Good for him.
Yeah.
And one last bit of New Japan news. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Tetsuya Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Finally pulled that trigger, right?
They did. They pulled the trigger, and he won the G1. So like he's guaranteed. Like even if he loses the title between now and
Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Kingdom, uh, he will still have a title match.
That's good for him.
Oh, sorry. One last thing. The Young Bucks will be at Wrestle Dynasty uh, on January 5th
Nice.
in Japan.
Cool.
So it was a newsworthy day on this Thanksgiving Monday.
For sure. Anyway, that was Raw plus wrestling news. Got a double shot.
There
Uh,
you go.
you want to take us out? Or you want me to take us out?
I'll do it. I've missed some time over the last little while. Uh, Thank you all for listening. If you are listening to us, go find us on YouTube, DA Wrestling. If you're watching us on YouTube, please go give us a download or something over at Spotify or Podbean, and you and I got to sit down and do the new logo so we can get us up on Apple. Until then, find us on socials, DA Sports Podcast on Instagram, DA Sports Pod on X. That beautiful man right there is April1982 on Instagram, Andrew D Sports on TikTok. This is D Lines 1991 on X, and catch you down the road.
Go, go.